of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Has council had the opportunity to review the meeting minutes of August 2nd? If so, I'll ask for a motion to approve.
Can we make a motion to approve with just the three of us, as Mike was not
Well, we
here?
have a quorum, but I have to abstain.
Well, you could still, yeah,
I can second it.
yeah.
You can still vote even if you were not.
Okay, all right, then I'll make a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
I'll second.
Motion from Robin, second from Mike. Any discussion? Hearing none, those in favor can state aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Any changes to this evening's agenda? Hearing none, I'll ask for a motion to approve the set agenda.
Make motion we approve the agenda as presented.
Second?
Motion from Mike, second from Robin. Those in favor can state aye.
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 Opposed? Carried. Guests in open forum. Seeing no one for guests in open forum, we'll move into committee reports. Public Works was canceled. How about EDA?
EDA met last night. As usual, we got a market update. There were 22 homes in our zip code that are for sale. 14 of them were built prior to 22. They're coming on the market and selling very quickly. Business visits. Renee has had lots of business visits lately. She shared some details with us, but she's been seeing lots of people. Chamber Golf had a great turnout and a good tournament. And what else did we talk about? We got updated on the country lumber sale that we have heard about at our last meeting. And then we talked quite a bit about the First Children's Finance and what we are looking for from them and what we may get from them. And if we don't get the original grant that we applied for, then there are other options that we will go with. That was it.
All right. Board committee and consultant reports. The golf cart lease, Mr. Kua.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Tonight, we are here to discuss the proposed Pebble Creek golf cart fleet lease for the 24 season. So we're currently in year 4 of our 5-year lease with Versatile Vehicles, who is the representative for Easy Go golf carts. There's basically 3 main cart manufacturers that do large-scale leases. Those are Easy Go, Club Car, and Yamaha. So it is typical in year 4 that a lot of courses would roll out of their lease. One of the main reasons would be once you enter the 5th year of your lease, the warranty on the carts and the batteries has expired. So you're really kind of putting your facility at risk of some expensive year 5 expenses. Most importantly, the lead acid batteries to replace the batteries, which typically show their useful life in years 4 and 5. You're looking at about $1,200 per cart that you have to put that expense in at the last year of your lease. So 95% of golf fleets do not go to term, and they roll out at the extension of the 4th year, which is the position we're currently in. So about a month ago, I reached out to Versatile Vehicles and talked about, the status of our lease and got pricing recommendations, or not recommendations, but pricing quotes to start a new lease in 2024, and they would take back the rest of our carts in a very amicable fashion. So the pricing did go up, like many things since 2019. The cost of materials, the interest rates specifically have doubled from what was packaged into that price. And we're also looking at adding, in the previous lease, we had gone from 74 golf carts down to 70. That was pre-COVID and the surge in the golf industry. So we are recommending that we take our fleet up to 80 from 70. So that is also a consideration. That would be the best return on investment and the best business decision for us, because so many times every Saturday and Sunday, we have to block access to golf carts on our property, specifically the local 9. So many days on Saturdays and Sundays we don't have sufficient cart supply to satisfy all the demand. So we're looking to take it back up to 80. Pebble Creek has had a history in the past when golf was booming at 80, so we have the accommodations within our cart barn to handle that. So it'd be good return on getting the additional 10 carts. I would, at the end of the line, increase our profitability for Pebble Creek. Couple other reasons, we do host a lot of events, and with 70 carts, we're kind of restricted to how many teams we can have sign up, whether they're club events that we run or charitable outings. Having 80 would allow us to pick up another 20 participants. So that's extrapolated into the entry fees, the food and beverage that go along with it. It would also reduce, when we bring in outside events like Dylan's Hope or MREA, we have to rent extra carts at the cost of $50 per cart per day. So having that extra 10 would save us about $1,500 per event. So there's some really good rationale for expanding the fleet. As for, I alluded to why 95% of golf courses do not go that full term is just those warranty issues that we had talked about. And I had talked with other club or cart manufacturers just to see if the pricing we were getting from Versatile Vehicles, how it compared to leases that they were writing. I have some good contacts with those other companies, and we are pretty much priced right appropriately for the leases that Yamaha or Club Car are currently writing. The main difference is E-Z-GO does not do any golf cart leases that include the lead acid traditional batteries. They only do the lithium batteries. The other carts are phasing lead acid out, but they still have a secondary option. There are a lot of benefits to the lithium batteries in this. They're about 300 pounds less per cart, so that's less wear and tear on the turf by having a lighter cart on it. They're far less maintenance. They don't have the corrosion in the battery cables that you experience with lead acid, so it will save some staff time in that respect. The batteries are warranted for a 5-year life cycle on the lithium versus the 4-year with the lead acid. So in an initial trying to control our year-over-year cost increase of this new fleet, they had proposed a 6-year lease instead of 5 years with a 5-year rollout because that covers the length of the lithium batteries. The initial pricing, if we went with a 5-year lease with the 4-year rollout of the lithium, was $259 per month per cart, and that's on a 6-month pay schedule, and then you don't pay during the winter. By going to a 6-year lease with a 5-year rollout, that cost went down $20 per car, went from $259 to $239. As I continue to engage with them about different options, because it is a substantial cost increase from our previous fleet, there was an opportunity, and this is what we're recommending tonight, is they have 40 of the 2024 brand new lithium golf carts with all the same amenities that our guests have come to expect. But they also have on their hands, Versatile Vehicles does, 40 2023, brand new, never been used. They had an opportunity to purchase that from a canceled order previously. So by doing that, where we would take 40 23 carts and 40 24 carts, all with the same warranty, coverage period, and they're nearly identical golf carts. We got that down to $225 per month. So that's a savings from the initial quote of about $6,700 a year. But it's a premium color. It's a charcoal, metallic charcoal. I think it would work really well with our color scheme. We have the nice Patriot blue ones currently, but in my past practice, when you get a new fleet of carts, it's kind of nice to change the color a little bit, just so when guests arrive, they're realizing that they're getting in new carts that are a little bit more modified from the previous version. And having that 40 of the little bit older carts, but still brand new, was able to achieve some savings for us. So that kind of touches on our recommendations. For what you have in front of you tonight. We have discussed this with Golf Committee on multiple meetings, and they are supportive of this request. So I'd be happy to answer any questions. It is a lot of back and forth with the manufacturers and just kind of the understanding of the industry, but be happy to answer any questions you have at the end. Looking for a motion and a second to approve Resolution 2384 to authorize staff to enter a 6-year lease agreement with Versatile Vehicles for the annual expense of $108,000.
The warranty is the same whether it's a 23 or 24 model?
That's
Since we'll
correct.
have a mixed fleet?
That's
Okay.
correct, yep.
We looked at a lot of different options, and this is dollars and cents wise probably the best route that we can go with where we're at. So unless anybody's got any other questions, I'll make a motion to approve, resolution 2384.
I'll second.
Motion from Mike, second from Robin. Any other discussion? Hearing none, those in favor can state aye.
Aye.
Opposed, carried. Thank you. Administrator and staff reports. Easement agreements with Xcel Energy. Mr. LaRude.
Mayor Bertram, city council members, that should say assessment agreements, my apologies. On June 7th, 2022, the city engaged Patchen Mesner to provide a value of the Xcel owned parcels where the city installed utilities were being put in. The purpose was to determine an estimated value of the improvements to the property, and that became the starting point for negotiations with Xcel Energy. And over the past 12 months or so, city staff has been negotiating with representatives from Xcel about the assessments to the benefit of properties, and the properties are owned by two entities. One is Northern States Power and one is United Power and Land, but Xcel negotiated on behalf of both landowners. And because there are two properties, there are two assessment agreements for your consideration. The agreement was drafted by the city attorney and provides that when portions of the installed infrastructure are approved for being in service, the city notifies Xcel, and either they or UPL will then pay the assessments for that parcel. The terms in each agreement are exactly the same. If the council approves the agreements tonight, staff will send Xcel and they will obtain the required signatures on their end. And staff recommends approving both assessment agreements as presented by adopting Resolution 2382 and 2383. And with that, I will stand for any questions.
No questions. It was just a long process to get to here today.
I'll make a motion to approve a resolution 2382 for the agreement with Northern States Power.
I'll second.
Motion from Robin, second from Mike. Any discussion? Hearing none, those in favor can state aye.
Aye.
Opposed,
I'll
carried.
make a resolution, or
A motion?
motion to approve resolution 2383 for the agreement with United Power and Land.
I'll second that.
Motion from Robin, second from Mike. All those in favor can state aye.
Aye.
Opposed, carried. Thank you. Consent agenda.
Mayor Bertram, city council members, the only item on tonight's consent agenda is a revised hiring and termination report for Pebble Creek and the Becker Community Center.
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
I'll second that.
Motion from Robin, second from Mike. Those in favor can state aye.
Aye.
Opposed, carried. Payment of the bills.
Motion to pay the bills.
I'll second that.
Motion from Robin, second from Mike. Those in favor can state aye.
Aye.
Opposed, carried. Does council have anything else for the betterment of Becker? If not, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
The move, we adjourn.
Second.
Motion from Mike, second from Robin. Those in favor can state aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned at 5:13.